Before the world ever stood still to listen to a voice that seemed to rise above language itself, there was a quiet and uncertain beginning shaped by hardship, resilience, and moments that could have ended a dream before it truly began. And in the life of Andrea Bocelli, that early struggle became one of the most defining elements of a journey that would later inspire millions across the globe. Because from a young age he faced serious challenges with his vision, eventually losing his sight completely after an accident during his youth, an event that might have permanently altered the direction of his life in ways that many would find impossible to overcome. Yet instead of allowing that loss to define his limits, he transformed it into a source of focus, discipline, and inner strength that guided him toward a path in music where his voice became his most powerful form of expression. And while the world now celebrates his performances on some of the most prestigious stages, what remains less visible is the quiet determination that carried him through years of uncertainty, where progress was not guaranteed and success was far from certain, especially in an industry that often values image as much as talent. And even after gaining recognition, the pressures of maintaining excellence in a global spotlight introduced a different kind of challenge, one that required emotional resilience and constant adaptation to expectations that grew with every performance. Because when an artist reaches such a level of recognition, each appearance becomes part of a larger narrative shaped by public perception, often without full understanding of the personal effort behind it. And over time, as his career expanded internationally, he became not only a singer but a symbol of perseverance, representing the idea that limitation does not prevent greatness but can instead reshape it into something more meaningful. And yet this symbolic role also carries its own weight, as being seen as an inspiration can create an unspoken pressure to consistently embody strength, even in moments when life naturally brings its own challenges, whether physical, emotional, or simply the passage of time. And as the years have progressed, the meaning of his success has gradually shifted from external recognition toward a more personal understanding of legacy, where the focus moves beyond achievement alone and toward the lasting impact of his work, his family, and the values that guided his journey from the very beginning. And this transition reflects a universal truth about long careers in the arts, where the most enduring figures are not those who simply achieve success, but those who evolve with it, adapting to change while remaining grounded in their identity. And although public narratives sometimes frame such stories in dramatic or tragic terms, the deeper reality is often more complex, shaped by resilience, growth, and the quiet continuation of a life that has already overcome significant obstacles. And in that sense, what might be described as an untold tragedy is not a single event but a series of challenges that required strength at every stage, from early hardship to the ongoing responsibility of carrying a legacy that resonates far beyond music itself. And ultimately, his story stands as a reminder that behind every extraordinary talent is a human experience filled with both difficulty and determination, where the true measure of success is not only in what is achieved, but in what is endured along the way, and how those experiences are transformed into something that continues to inspire long after the final note has been heard.